Okay, welcome back to another market outlook. Today, we'll just hop straight into Euro USD. I need a drink. Obviously, as you can see, our predictions from yesterday were pretty bang on. As you can see, we were pushing into that daily here, waiting for that reaction out of it. Obviously, we got a huge bullish push on the 4 hour. That is massive. Moving into the 2 hour, obviously, we have this zone up here. That is what I will be targeting for longs today. Hopefully we do have a position available for us to take, so I'll be looking at zones like this. Moving here as well in the 30-minute, it's the same as the hourly. Hopefully and potentially we might be able to take a trade off of this zone, but as you can see, once again, we have now broken these highs, and we have massive bullish momentum. I didn't end up taking a trade yesterday because it was Monday. Yes, I could have taken, for example, this 15-minute zone because it had a little bit of inducement, but regardless, I was asleep by the time this hit. Hit at 12:15 last night. I was not awake at the time. I could have set a limit order, but regardless, I did not end up taking this trade last night. Also due to the fact that it was like the 30-minute had been mitigated by the time it got there. So I was watching here and the 30-minute mitigated it. Hourly has nothing here, so really not optimal to take a trade off of, especially on a Monday. I'm not going to leave orders overnight when it's a no news Monday. There's no volume. But regardless, obviously you can see on the daily we are following that exact fractal structure that I'd like. This could even potentially be our new fractal low before we eventually, or not eventually, but soon enough, start to push up, take these highs out. That is what I'm hoping for. But regardless, I will be going for a shorter position, not a short, just a shorter time period position, trading up into this zone or potentially breaking these highs. That's what I'll be looking for today. So depending on what presents itself, whether we come all the way back down into this 30-minute zone or not, who knows? We are just going to have to wait on what price action can show us. So for instance, we could take a 30-minute zone as such. This is honestly not horrible because it'll probably start to push up, give a little bit of a reaction towards the downside, should leave inducement, and I am honestly willing to take a trade that looks something like this later tonight. Obviously, I cannot call. We'll probably go protected lows depending on how price moves towards it, whether we get a lot of inducement, and honestly just trade up into this zone here, a little 1 to 7, maybe target highs. Regardless, that is probably what I'll be looking for tonight on the Euro USD because, as you know, yesterday I said I was looking for the upside out of this daily demand. Moving into GBP USD, we are still looking short. So, obviously, got this reaction. I said yesterday I wanted to get a reaction, bullish momentum, move up into this, whether we sweep, retrace, give a supply zone, or we come up here, leave inducement, and I take a sell from this supply zone here. However, with this little bump in the road in this like huge falling jackknife, honestly, I think we might potentially sweep this before coming back down. I will not really want a closure on the higher time frame, so if we get a closure above these highs on the hourly, I won't be super happy with that. However, this is a really nice zone. As you can see, it's 2 hour, 4 hours up here as well. It aligns with everything. All we need is just a little bit more inducement left on the lower time frames before once again taking a short to the downside. So just like Euro, this is probably the position I'd look for if I was going to take from this zone down towards these lows here to continue making this higher time frame structure that we've been following, taking out either these lows or these lows down here. I will not hold to lows like that. I will hold to lows like this. Anyways, moving into USD JPY, it's still ranging, a little bit difficult to call or say what might happen. However, we did get a fractal change internally here. As you can see, we broke these lows on the 4 hour. Hourly also has lows broken. There's just not really a clear zone for me to be taking. Yes, we have this all the way at the top on the hourly, but that's really high up. So we'll see whether price wants to retrace, give us a little tag in entry. If not, doesn't matter. But however, I am looking for downside movement on UJ just due to the fact that we're ranging and we've hit the premium. We've hit the premium price for us to start selling off. GJ, moving into GBP JPY. This is what I'm looking for. Obviously, we are still overall bullish. You can see this market structure. It's just really, really clean. We have just swept these lows, come back up. Realistically, I want to break here before looking for any sort of longs. If we get the break here, come down, retest. This is a really nice zone though. This is what I'll be looking at. It's an hourly, 30-minute, really clean. Obviously 2 sets of inducement left for us here. We did cop the internal break of structure, as you can see, these highs, these highs. We just didn't break these. I do really want price to break this level before eventually coming down and tapping us in. So obviously you can see here, it's just simple little chop. We don't really care about that. But we do want a break here, clean, come down, sweep out this inducement, tap us into the position, and then we long. I would really like to hold this long for a little while, to be honest. I would honestly hold up to this zone here because I have a good feeling that that's where the minimum where we will reach if I do decide to hop into longs. Regardless, same as before, and the other pairs, I am honestly just waiting for price action and what it wants to do. However, overall bias for USD JPY is bullish, but it is hard to tell. Moving into gold, once again, predictions were correct from yesterday. I did want to see retracement into here because we had just broken these. Now we have broken the actual news wick high, meaning I am looking for longs off of this zone. This is the zone I'm looking at. 30-minute, hourly, let's see, 2-hour. It's really clean. We just need a little bit more inducement. I'll probably refine this down to the 15, as you can see here. Take a trade off of this. Obviously, you can't be 100% sure that we're going to come down here, but I do have a fairly good feeling that we will, because gold has just been so, like, look at this. It's just been bullish as fuck, bullish momentum the whole time. But overall, definitely looking long. It's a long bias. We're looking longs here, especially because we've broken these 4-hour news wick highs. Now that we've broken these wicks, we want to come down. The only thing about this zone is I would like us to generate a lot more liquidity, because that's what gold has been doing recently. Collect liquidity, surge way higher, and with the surge, it's a fucking surge. It's like it's a surge. Anyways, that's 1,000 pips, by the way, 1,100 pips. So overall, gold bias, we are looking for it to come down, generate liquidity, hopefully tap us in for tonight. So look, this week is honestly looking quite good for setups because the biases are clear. Same with, moving into GU, we have a short bias looking for a trade as such. Not 100% sure whether we're going to sweep this or not yet. Just going to wait on what price gives us. So yeah, looking short here. Our bias is bearish. Euro USD, moving into that, we have a very bullish bias at the moment. Looking to long up into these highs or this zone here, depending on whether price can come down and give us an entry. Hopefully by London or New York tonight, we should see that. UJ, we are looking short, just depending, because it's really rangy right now. It's stayed rangy for the last ages. That's how long it stayed for, a few months. But regardless, you can still catch trades in this. I've had some of my cleanest trades within this range. But regardless, moving into GJ as well, GJ we are looking long. We just want this break, this internal break here, so we can break this, come down and collect liquidity, tap us into a nice long position. Honestly, this is the exact zone I'm looking for. I won't even say like, oh, we'll see what happens. If price comes here, I will be entering the trade almost guarantee, longing up to this zone up here after we get this break. If we come down, I'm not sure I will take the trade, because I do want some I want more conviction going into this. I need cleaner market structure than just that. And GJ is really on or off. It's either chop or it's really clean. Boom, tap you into a zone, and it's one of the greatest trades. But regardless, that is my daily slash week. It's not weekly outlook, but that's my daily outlook for today and the trades that I'm hoping show up.